help is on the way for protesters. What did you mean by that? What kind of help?
You're going to have to figure that one out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so military force is never Trump's preferred mode of option. He prefers to pull the economic lever of state power. And right now, the United States doesn't have an aircraft carrier or an amphibious landing ship in striking distance of Iran. We don't really have the military assets in the region to conduct a sustained campaign or anything other than a one-off strike like you saw with the bombers from Missouri in July. So I think this reflects in part Vance's desire to differentiate the Trump republicanism from the interventionism associated with George W. Bush. And it also reflects reality, which is that there's probably not a military option that would be effective that is readily at hand right now. I don't think that will come into play in Washington. I mean, the Iranian regime has used the Basij, the auxiliaries of the Revolutionary Guard, to suppress protests, and historically, you know, they're able to call out on regime loyalists to engage in street fighting. That's not the sort of thing that I think will rise to the level of a determinative factor. It's just viewed as a tactical gambit from the Iranian playbook. I think they want time. The Iranians know that they're dealing with a democracy, with a president who has a lot of people in his own country who don't like him, and in the context of an ongoing argument over the use of force by the president without resort to Congress. So I think the Iranians have calculated that anything that can, you know, if Trump is going to do a military strike, and that's still very uncertain, but anything that draws out the argument makes the eventuality of a military strike much smaller than it would have been, say, right now. Yeah. So the first round of talks, Trump said he'll give them 60 days. The Israeli strikes were launched on day 61. What happened was you had a couple of good rounds where you were talking about how the talks should go, what the format should be, but then you hit the brick wall, which was enrichment. Iran insisting that it maintains domestic enrichment, and the United States saying that they can't have enrichment. I think that this administration does learn. So I think that, you know, you'll always have talks about talks because the administration has to show that it's not ruling out diplomacy. But if there's no real movement on the enrichment issue, I think that the Trump administration will view this as a tactical ploy to play for time. Only if it doesn't work. You know, there was initial unease with the use of a major attack, I think in large part because people thought that those airstrikes might be the prequel to a full-scale operation. They felt that, you know, this is what we saw, you know, George W. Bush ran as a non-interventionist president and then wound up involved in two very long-running wars. But Trump did keep his word. There was a one-off strike and that was it. So if we see you know, Trump wants to see economic pressure bring down the Iranian regime. If that doesn't work and he takes military action, I think it'll be focused, limited, and extremely targeted.